From shock to sweetness, Jamal's unexpected family journey. Life has a funny way of surprising us, sometimes with joy, sometimes with heartbreak, and sometimes with truths we never saw coming. For 90 Day Fiancé star Jamal Menzies, what began as a story of shock and betrayal has unfolded into one of healing, love, and unexpected bonds that have reshaped his world. What might have been a painful secret has instead led to one of the most heartwarming chapters of his life yet, a newfound connection with his older brother Larry and a tender uncle moment with his young nephew that Jamal has proudly shared with the world. The truth that changed everything. For years, Jamal lived believing he was his mother's only child, raised by his loving single mom, Kimberly Menzies. Their relationship was close, best friends, confidants, and family through and through. But in a tear-filled revelation on The Single Life Season 5, Kimberly confessed a secret she'd held for more than 3 decades. Jamal wasn't her only child. She had another son before Jamal, a son she had placed for adoption because she felt unprepared for motherhood at the time. That son's name was Larry. The news struck Jamal like a tidal wave. To discover later in life that he had a brother and that this brother had a family of his own rocked him to the core. Feelings of betrayal, confusion, and disbelief were natural. After all, this wasn't just a minor secret, it was a life's missing puzzle piece. Jamal had grown up believing he was an only child, and suddenly, his identity and family narrative were rewritten. Yet, despite the shock, something remarkable has happened. Jamal is choosing love over resentment. He has taken the painful truth, looked it squarely in the eye, and responded with forgiveness, generosity, and an open heart, an emotional evolution that has deeply resonated with fans around the world. The unfolding brotherhood, Jamal meets Larry. Naturally, the first meeting between Jamal and Larry was filled with intense emotions. Imagine learning you have a sibling, someone who shares your blood, after decades of believing you were truly alone in that way. There's anxiety, curiosity, joy, pain, but there's also hope. And hope is exactly what Jamal found. Despite the initial shock and the emotional complexity, Jamal and Larry began to build a relationship marked by warmth and mutual respect. Rather than allowing years of silence and absence to drive them apart, they chose to come together and embrace what life had suddenly given them. They found laughter where there might have been awkwardness. They found connection where there might have been distance. They found family in a word that had once meant something entirely different. These moments weren't just about discovering shared DNA, they were about reclaiming lost time, making up for the years they didn't know each other, and creating new memories that honor both their pasts and their futures. A picture worth 1,000 words. One particular moment stands out in this journey, not because it was dramatic or groundbreaking in the realm of reality TV, but because it was beautiful in its simplicity. Jamal shared a photo on Instagram capturing a tender uncle moment, his nephew asleep in his arms. Larry's young son had drifted off while Jamal gently held him, a gentle reminder of how love, even if delayed, can find its way into the heart's quietest corners. In the photo, Jamal looks peaceful, present, and truly content. He wasn't posing for the camera or performing for the audience. He was simply being an uncle, a role he described with gratitude. I'm grateful to be an uncle and a little brother. But what makes this moment so poignant isn't just the image itself, it's what the image represents. Healing, Jamal has moved from feeling betrayed to finding peace with his past. Growth, he has embraced the role of brother and uncle with humility and warmth. Family, his relationship with Larry's children signifies continuity, life's beating pulse carried forward through affection, joy, and connection. Faith, Jamal reflected on how timing, even when painful, can still be part of a larger, meaningful journey. In his caption, Jamal thanked his fans for their support and explained why this picture meant so much to him. It wasn't just a snapshot, it was evidence that love can flourish even after years of uncertainty and emotional upheaval. It was a quiet but powerful affirmation of forgiveness, joy, and family restored. Fans react to transformation. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé have been vocal on social media, sharing their emotional reactions to Jamal's transformation. Many express pride in how he handled the revelation about Larry, noting that Jamal's response was rooted in compassion and understanding rather than anger or bitterness. Some have shared similar personal stories of reconnecting with lost family members, thanking Jamal for representing their experiences with honesty and heart. Other supporters have specifically highlighted the beauty of the uncle-nephew moment, saying it reflects the kind of wholesome family love that transcends drama and ratings. This genuine connection, far removed from the conflicts and twists often featured on reality TV, has resonated deeply with viewers. It's worth noting that family, whether biological, chosen, or rediscovered, is a theme that connects us all. When we watch someone like Jamal embrace his role as brother and uncle, we're reminded of our own family stories, both the joyful moments and the complicated ones. It's this universality that makes the story so compelling. Everyone can relate to belonging, loss, identity, forgiveness, and love. Rewriting the narrative. Perhaps the most powerful part of Jamal's story isn't the secret itself, it's how he chose to respond. He didn't recoil into resentment. He didn't reject his mother or his brother. He didn't pretend the past never happened. Instead, Jamal chose a path of forgiveness and reflection. He acknowledged his pain, but he didn't let it define him or his future. He embraced the opportunity to form meaningful relationships, and in doing so, he opened his heart in a way that inspires those around him. In a world where celebrity news often focuses on conflict, fame, or scandal, Jamal's journey reminds us of something deeper: that family, complicated, imperfect, and sometimes delayed, is worth celebrating when it comes together. And when healing replaces hurt, the results can be profoundly beautiful. Conclusion: a story of love and renewal. Jamal's story is more than just a reality TV headline. It's a narrative about forgiveness, resilience, and the unexpected ways life connects us to those we are meant to know. What started as a shocking revelation became a bridge, a path that led Jamal to his brother, to his new role as uncle, and to a deeper understanding of family, timing, and love. Through his journey, Jamal has shown that sometimes the most meaningful bonds are the ones we discover when we're brave enough to look beyond our pain and embrace what life offers us, even if it comes years later. In that space of acceptance and gratitude, real growth unfolds, and real love begins. If you'd like, I can also help turn this into a social media post series, a blog version, or an alternate angle, more emotional, more analytical, etc. Just let me know.